Yeah.
How's your 68 RFE holding up?
It's not.
Okay, this is the transmission out of Andy's 2019, and you have what, 7,000 miles on it now?
Like 7,400-ish.
Right. And we've done 1,043 horsepower max, and for the most part, he's driven it nice. He tried to go drag racing one time. As soon as the overdrive clutch came on, it was pretty mad about life. So here are the clutches that are in it. Here you can see the overdrive clutch. You know, it's down, there's no material left, a lot of warping, and they are mad. This is the underdrive clutch, very burned. You can see the color that they used to be. They used to look like this. This is the reverse clutch. 2 C's, 4 C's, low reverse clutch. Really, the overdrive underdrives are about the main thing that don't look good. So we're going to have Dibbles take this thing apart, clean it, and then RevMax was nice enough to send us some of their new parts with the 12XR drum. That's got up to 20 clutches in the overdrives. It's going to be pretty much about as much as you can do to a 68 RFE. That's a billet center support. A lot of pretty cool parts that they're putting into it. We'll put this thing together and see if we can actually get the thing to hold power on the drag strip with 1,000 horsepower. So, cheers. Here's some of the parts for Andy's truck. This is the billet overdrive clutch hub, also intermediate shaft. They've added more spline area here so we can get more clutches in the overdrive clutch. This is a billet steel center support, and this is also thinner, basically clearancing the overdrive drum further down in the case so we can make more room for the overdrive clutch. This is the 12XR drum that we can hold up to 20 overdrive clutches in here. And then this is also the billet 4C piston that goes in the center support, a billet 2C piston. That way we can hold 4 2C clutches, and then we also have 5 of the GPZ 4C clutch, and then obviously your overdrive underdrive clutches. Also the RevMax input shaft that pressure lubes the overdrive clutch as well. Otherwise, a lot of the 68 RFE stuff in the 19s are very similar to the older ones, but there are just enough differences that it takes a lot of new parts. The valve body is different. It has an external lockup solenoid, and then the pump also has some differences as well. So we're going to put this trans together. We're going to set the thing up for 225 psi line pressure, put the thing in Andy's truck and put it through its paces. And if this works out well, this is something we're hoping we'll be able to offer for guys that are wanting to go a little bit higher horsepower with the 68 RFE as opposed to 48 swaps. Because the newer trucks, really, they play nice, they tow well with the 68 RFE, and it's nice to be able to give guys that option.
Josh, what are we doing today?
About to kill Andy.
We don't mean that. Not entirely, only partially. I think Josh is putting a new crush sleeve in.
I'm just
Can I see you through the hole? Look at you. I think, I don't know, our new little Mexican, I don't know what he's doing today. What are you doing today?
Putting a trans in.
Oh, wow, you're so energetic. I'm glad.
Oh my god, I'm putting a trans in today!
Jesus Christ. I don't even know what Landon's doing. Poor Landon just gets to work on all the fun stuff.
Quad cab's getting some loving tonight, getting some polishing done on the wheels, and they're putting twins back on it. We had a set of experimental turbos on it, and now we're going back to, well, yeah, what else do you call them?
The Wuhan China virus.
Wuhan Ching Chang turbos. We're going back to our 5-blade and forced induction setup for this weekend, because we know it worked for 670, and we like to be competitive, so hopefully that will do what it's supposed to. And then we're stuffing a transmission.
What we got for it. What are you doing?
Not being annoying. You want to? Oh.
Yeah, oh, that's fine. Use yours.
I told
if
you
got
3 times that I had one.
You told me you had one. if I
Daily
didn't
brothers
have
are
one.
fighting. Hey, how scale of 1 to 10, how mad are you?
I'm not mad.
You sure? What are you doing?
I don't know.
This is
Ask
actually
Glenn- ask Glenn
actually
what I'm doing.
This is actually pretty good representation of Larson turning wrenches. Just so you know that
Hold
he
on,
actually
hold on,
does.
hold on. Point that at me. So since we got this camera,
Ooh, are you okay?
this will now become the Cody channel instead of the Firepunk channel.
He's lying. Nobody wants to see this. Like, look at the size of the nose. It's like 4 inches out.
What's really appealing
Do you like?
to me.
I think everybody will like
you're
it.
on camera with that.
You don't like it? I think it looks
That's
good.
just coming out of
Let
the
me turn
closet.
it. State of the art
What
wings.
does that
This
one
is
think?
aerodynamic
He
wings.
secretly looks at himself in the mirror every night.
You'll do. Then you
So
have
this is what I look like talking on camera.
Anyway, we are putting the S10 together. Sort of, kind
Eventually.
of. Eventually. If Larson ever gets his
We've kind of.
cross-thread it.
I'm gonna try.
You gonna
It only
cross-thread
took like what?
Oh?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, it's gonna cross.
Does it really focus like that?
Yeah, it's actually like perfectly
Yeah.
posted on.
Oh yeah. Oh, look at
Goodness, stop.
Do
So,
try to have some
how
fun.
many guys does it take to put a converter on a turbo 400?
Well, it kind of
It takes
took
like 4
it took
guys
us-
about 20 minutes.
It took us four people, and then it got on. Oh.
It's because it has a Ford style pump on it.
Don't
It's
mess
the
up.
Ford part that. Oh, he's breaking out the foot
Get
jaw.
oh. $25,000 transmission and a crescent wrench is the tools we use.
We got the transmission stuffed in the S10 tonight. Just needs to put some fluid in, put the belly pans on, and that should be ready to go. We got the wheels and the tires apart right now. Waiting for a new pair of tires to show up tomorrow. I'm gonna get a nice polish job on these nice dirty aluminum wheels. So those should be all shiny and new rubber by the end of the day tomorrow. And then I was working on my pet project tonight, working on some new lights for the canopy, your color changing LEDs. Josh and I were spending a lot of time soldering all of those connections, all 32 of them, and putting Deutsch connectors together and all kinds of unnecessary things, but you know, it'll be cool. So we can have bright working white lights, or we can make them green, or who knows what all else we'll come up with, but that should be fun. So time to go home, get back at it tomorrow, and wrap some stuff up.